Today's video we're going to be covering is sex important. It has been proven by countless studies. Sex makes you sweat a lot, which leads to flushing out of the toxin, leaving behind a dewy glow. Is sex important in married life? Is sex important in a relationship? How important is sex in a marriage? How important is sex in a relationship? How important is intimacy in a happy marriage? These age-old queries are still controversial, and in my attempt to answer it, I will break it down into the fundamental parts of asking this. In what ways does sexual intimacy contribute to a happy marriage? This video is about the importance of sex in a marriage and the physical and psychological benefits. And since you're watching this video, take a few seconds and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to this channel. Thank you. Now, let's get into it. Well, each person probably has a unique answer to this. I think of intimacy as both an accessory and a necessity to marriage. What I mean by this can be described in a simple metaphor. Will most people who like cupcakes prefer a cupcake without icing or with icing? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Well, the icing is only one part of the cupcake. It is a very important part. Some will even argue that cupcake is not a cupcake without an icing. This is the importance of sex in a marriage. Having said that, there are all kinds of marriages, some with minimal or no sexual intimacy. This is not to say marriage is not marriage without sex. But the absence of sex, especially in the years of youth, can cause frustration in one of the partners and feeling of emptiness. The importance of sex in marriage in no way can be overemphasized, but the marriage can be sustained without sex. Sex is an intimate physical activity where people arouse their partner themselves by way of words or touch. For some, sex might only mean the act of sexual intercourse, and for some, it might mean touching the genitals or kissing and cuddling. Human beings are programmed to seek sex. It is a desire innate with all of us, and we tend to fulfill this desire with our partner. Sex is an important part of a marriage. It carries numerous emotional and physical benefits to the husband and also to the wife, as well to their relationship. Sex is necessary for a happy married life for a number of reasons. When you and your partner put sexual closeness together on the stepping stool of your marriage, you will both be more joyful and more advantageous and answer the questions of how often should you have sex. Most people will probably agree that sex is vital for a happy marriage. For sure, sex and intimacy help to draw the couple closer and understand each other better. Sex and marriage go hand in hand. If you can buy this argument, you can most likely understand why sex is so important in a marriage. Given that not much is said about the importance of sex in marriage. All I know is that intimacy enhances the long-term relationship. Sex does not have to happen with any specific measure of frequency or abundance of necessity, but the more it happens, the more enhances the relationship and the better you both feel. By this logic, it will stand to reason that a complete lack of physical intimacy will be detracting from the relationship, just as a lack of icing distracts from the cupcake. If you're not sure about this, I would suggest adding some sexual intimacy into your relationship. More than one go round. Creating romance and taking stock of whether doing this enhances or detracts or does nothing to you as a couple. I do know that healthy sex in marriage is one of the most commonly cited traits among happy couples when asked of how they make it work. These couples have managed to maintain marriage intimacy for years, while understanding that the role of sex in marriage is enjoying the bond and maintaining the fondness they have for one another. Another reason why sex is important in a marriage is that it has been shown that intimacy activity causes the release of powerful endorphins that flow through the reward pathways in the brain
and inducing euphoria and feeling of love.
Couples who exercise good sex in marriage also gain the added benefits of aerobic workout, which is the best type of workout for weight loss. Not to mention great investments in your health. The body and the mind are both affected by this powerful release. If you want to know more about this aspect of intimacy, you may watch other videos on this channel on this topic, in addition to reading a book by Oliver St. John or picking up a copy of the Kama Sutra or any other manual that website uses the term tantric in its description. Let's dive into the physical and psychological benefits of sex in a marriage. Sex in a happy marriage is important, and just as important is open communication. Communication that offers a compromise and discusses the desire and the frequency of sex, like and dislikes, and the preferences, and the discussion that can improve things that otherwise will stay unchanged for years. The importance of sex in a marriage is immense, and if there are problems prevalent in your sex life, proper communications can help. The importance of sex in a happy marriage cannot be marginalized. Though communication, the roadblocks of healthy sex life can be overcome. The importance of sex in marriage is very comprehensive with various benefits. Sex has some anti-aging benefits associated with having sex. Releases anti-inflammatory molecules in your body, which aids in the repair of our bodies and our physical self. Our bodies continuously experiences damage and repair. Boosting the repair and the process can slow down the aging process and in turn make us look youthful for longer. Apart from improving your mood and increasing happiness, sex is known to work as a stress relief. It also helps to improve an individual's sense of self-worth or self-image, and in essence, it improves self-esteem. If you look at the increased levels of commitment, sex in all is about intimacy, pleasure, and sexual expression. Sex helps to build a stronger bond between the couples and develop a deeper sense of intimacy in a loving relationship. Loving physical contact releases endorphins that help to induce the feeling of well-being and the feeling of being loved. Endorphins also increase the desire of bond between the spouses, specifically right after sex. The feeling of attraction towards each other and being aware of the fact that your partner is attracted to you helps to boost your self-esteem. It makes them feel desirable and much more confident in their daily lives. Moreover, by being able to satisfy each other sexually, spouses tend to connect emotionally. Sexual satisfaction is closely related to the overall quality of your life. Physical intimacy brings about positive attitudes. Both partners feel good about themselves as well as realize that their partner is still very much interested in them. This helps to reduce the insecurity, especially among women, and makes the spouses want each other more. Having an attraction to each other results in no tension among the spouses, and sex is never considered a responsibility but rather an act of pleasing and attaining pleasure. Moreover, sex is known to relieve depression and reduce levels of stress and elevate moods. Sexual intimacy has numerous health benefits. According to research, people who have sex regularly lead healthier lifestyles than others, and sex helps to improve your overall fitness, resulting in an improved lifestyle. It has been proven by countless studies that regular sex can make you look younger. Sex makes you sweat a lot, which leads to flushing out of the toxin from your skin, leaving behind a dewy glow. Your heart also beats faster during sex, improving blood circulation and leaving behind a plastered effect on your skin. Moreover, we usually use our facial muscles to express ourselves during sexual encounter, resulting to decreased wrinkles and in essence better skin and appearance. Physical intimacy also helps to the release of an antibody called immunoglobulin A. This helps to protect the body against diseases. It also helps to release other anti-inflammatory chemicals in your body that repair the worn out and the damaged tissues in your body and hence enhance your immunity. This is an added benefit of sex for women. Most women experience severe cramps during their menstrual period. Regular sex can help to reduce the cramping because of the frequent contraction of the uterus. This helps to expel pain-causing toxins and tissues from the body, leading to lighter periods that ends quickly. Oxytocin is released during orgasm, achieved through sexual activity. Oxytocin carries a calming effect and ability to promote much more peaceful sleep for both the partners. Oxytocin also is responsible for relieving the body pain such as headache or more. The compound is also known for reducing cardiac issues. Many couples decide to have children post-marriage and tend to have them within a few years of getting married. While children and couples tend to come closer to each other, their love for each other only grows. Not only the joy of becoming parents to their union is what makes them together, but it's also seen husbands tend to take care of their wives much more during pregnancy. After a long day in the office or in the times of the COVID-19 distancing, dealing with work, household chores, children and grumpy spouses all at the same time, most of us are not only tired but also stressed. The benefits of having sex is that sex helps to better cope the stress because it releases the feel-good endorphins in your body. It also makes you to relax. That is why most of us easily fall into deep sleep after sex. A study has found that during 30 minutes of sex, your body will typically burn around 3.6 calories per minute. This is equal to climbing a flight of stairs or doing some brisk walking. If you don't have time for the treadmill, regular sex could be a fairly good and much more enjoyable substitute. Frequent sex is known to release endorphins that help to make you feel good and fight off depression and lower irritability. Another importance of sex in a relationship, it is that during sexual stimulation, the hormone oxytocin is released, which aids with the bonding and feeling of connectedness and security. It is not difficult to see how this alone can benefit your marriage, as oxytocin releases the happy hormones. Frequent sex is known to release the endorphins that help to make you feel good, fight off depression, and lower irritability. And another importance of sex in marriage is that during sexual stimulation, the hormone oxytocin is released, which aids in bonding and feelings of connectedness and security. It is not difficult to see how this alone can improve your health. So, how can we have better sex in marriage? Although sex can be pleasurable with anyone and the emotional need can only be fulfilled with someone that you love, this can only be achieved when you are in a long-term relationship such as a marriage. Sex is essential in marriage to thrive and carry the spark for years and years. Check out other video materials on this channel that can help you and your partner to improve on your sex life. Finally, the question still prevails: is sex important in marriage? Sex for happy marriage life is important, if not necessary. Sex is the key to happy marriage. If there are problems in your relationship, they may manifest in your sex life. Some couples, marital issues start in the bedroom, even though they may have little to do with their married sex life. The importance of intimacy in marriage cannot be overemphasized. Having problems in sex life further increases your problems in relationship. It is like a vicious cycle. Bear in mind that if there are other sudden changes of intimacy, it may be a sign that it is time to schedule a therapist. You and your partner may have unprocessed and divulged issues to deal with. Resolving whatever it may be is the utmost importance for a happy marriage life. Don't be shy in asking for help, preferably some professional help, be it marriage counseling or intimacy counseling. You are both to learn new things about your relationship, which in time will help you to build stronger marriage. We have looked at the importance of sex in marriage, the physical and the psychological benefits, and have covered what is sex, how often should you have sex, importance of sex in a marriage, 15 physical and psychological benefits of sex in a marriage, and how to have better sex in marriage. This has enabled you to gain the knowledge and understanding of the importance of sex in marriage, which will help you to correct and maintain thriving relationships and know what to do as you make the right choices and be in control of the relationship and marriage. To continually learn and improve, you want to watch the videos, ways to show appreciation to your love of your life on this channel, and keep becoming better with the wisdom share. If you're learning and becoming a better person with these types of videos, press on the subscription button if you're not subscribed to this channel, and remember to tap on the notification bell so that you'll be alerted by YouTube when the next video is out. Finally, if you like this video, click on the like button as it helps with the growth of the channel and the YouTube algorithm. Thank you.